Welcome to another CDP MATHS LAB Teaching and Learning Center Mathematics video tutorial brought to you by Ronique Bernard. Instructions. This lesson was not designed for entertainment. It was designed to be interactive, so therefore we are asking you to follow each instruction given to you by the tutor. If not, this video will be very useless to you and boring. So please follow each instruction. Remember to do all the try this questions before starting your worksheet. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Now, what we're going to be doing now is a bit of revision. Alright, so as we give you the instructions, we'll ask to pause the video again and to give us the answers as we do revision together. Now, here we have two sets, A and set B. Now, I must remind you that the rectangle represents the what? Universal set. Now, here's a question. Ta-da! It says what? Write, using set notation, the relationship between sets A and set B. So pause your video now and do the following. Did you get this answer? A intersect B is equal to a what? Empty set or a null set. Why? Because there's nothing common between A and B, and they are in fact what? Disjoint. What is the answer for this one? Write using set notation the relationship between sets A and set B. Pause the video again and write your answer. Did you get this? A intersect B? Yes, you are correct. What's this one? Ooh. Alright, once again it says what? Write using set notation the relationship between sets A and set B. What is your answer? Did you get this one? B is a subset of A. That's correct because what? B is in A. Very good. Wow, this looks difficult, don't it? You're going to tell me what's it? What's the relationship between B and A and B and C and A and C? Here it is. Write using set notation the relationship between sets A, B and C. What's your answer? Did you get this one for one of them? B is a subset of A? Yes, because B is in what? A. Did you get this? A intersect C? Yes. A intersect C. And this one. B intersect C is equal to what? Empty set, because what? B, notice where B is? It's not overlapping with C, so they are what? Disjoint. Therefore, this is the answer. If you get all these three answers correct, please clap yourself. Did you notice that set B is A only? Okay, very good. Pay attention to our video clip.
At this moment we're going to look at a few different Venn diagrams showing different relationships between two sets, and then we're going to look at how we interpret the Venn diagram. Now here we have first of all, the Venn diagram here represents what we call a universal set. And as you can see, you have two circles inside of the rectangle or the Venn diagram, and each circle is representing a subset of the universal set. Now set A is a subset of the universal set. Set B is also a subset of the what? Universal set. Now as you can see that set A and set B are overlapping. Now this region right here suggests they are what? Overlapping. What we're going to be focusing on now is the fact that So this represents A union B, as you can see the symbol here. Now let's go to part B now. Now the area not shaded, or the area not shaded right here was what? A union B. But the area shaded now is a complement of what? A union B. So the outside area which is shaded is a complement, so we can write down A union B, what? Complement. Good? So this is A union B complement. Alright, means that whatever is on the outside of the circles doesn't belong to set A nor set B, so they are complement. Alright? Complement. Now, part C now. This area shaded. What is it? You tell me. You can pause the video and write it down. Alright, let's see if you have the same thing as me. It's A intersect B. So this is what? A intersect B. So this region represents what? A intersect B. Let's look at another picture. Right here. Now we realize now that the outside area is shaded. A only is shaded. B only is what? Shaded. Look clearly now. Which area is not shaded? Okay, yes, this area. See it, right? So tell me, you can pause the video now and write down the description for this diagram. What do you think it is? Alright, let's see if we have the same thing. Now, the fact that this area is not shaded, it would have been A what? Intersect B. But we are saying that the area that is shaded is telling us the members that is not in the set A intersect what? B. So it's a complement then of A intersect B. Let's look at another one. Now we have all of A shaded. So what's this one called? Okay, good. It's what? A. Alright. Let's look at F. Now the region shaded now, we have B only shaded, the outside region shaded, but A is not what? Shaded. So what do you think this one's supposed to be? Pause the video and write it down. Okay, let's see if you're correct. Now, notice now, B here, this region here, is not in A. The outside area is not in A. So therefore it is what? A complement. Very good. Let's look at G now. Now, where's A? A is in where? B, right? So we have A in what? B. So what does that make it? If A is in B, therefore A is what? A is a subset of B. Good? Which is also equal to what? A. Now let's look at another one. This one. It is what? Disjoint, don't it? So if it is disjoint, they have nothing in common, right? They share nothing at all. So we can say that A intersect B bracket is equal to empty set. Or could use either of a symbol. That's a what? Empty set, because they are what? Disjoint. Good? And A union B is also what? Empty. Because you're not seeing both of them joined together. You're seeing them what? By themselves. So they are disjoint. What we write to represent disjoint sets is empty set, which is this symbol here. The braces without anything in between it, or a circle with a line across it. So this is what we call an empty set. Alright? So what I want to do is to go over this again and make sure that you understand what each diagram is saying to you. Because for the other sets question, you're going to need to have an idea as to what to do. Alright? Very good. So continue now watching the rest of your lesson.
Okay, now we're going to begin our third lesson. Sets, lesson number 3. Content of this lesson. Simply, today we'll be looking at answering some CXC questions. Now we're going to look at example number 1. But first of all, let's look at some steps in answering exam questions. Step number 1. You are to read the question what? Carefully and what? Slowly. And 2. You are to read the question with meaning. That is, make it what? Real to you. Draw pictures of what you're reading. Good? So it makes sense out of it. Alright? So read the questions with meaning. That is, make it real to you. Make sense out of it. What's step 3? Define each information given and asked for. In doing this, it helps you to allow you rather to become aware of what you know already. Okay? So by defining each information given and asked for, it helps you to become aware of what you already know and what you need to find. Okay. Now here is the 4th step. Separate information given and asked for, then try to figure out how to use what was given to find out and what is asked for. So these are the 4 steps you can follow in solving any exam question. So you're going to follow these 4 steps now for the other remaining questions we will be looking at. Okay, let's go. Here's a question. You may have seen this question on your worksheet before, but for those of you who have gotten it incorrect, this is how you should have approached it. Now let's read. The universal set, and this symbol means what? Universal set is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. Now the sets P, Q, and R each contain what? 2 members, and P union Q union R is equal to the universal set. So when they are combined, you get about the what? Universal set. Given that, in brackets, Q union R, and this is the symbol here means what? Complement of. What does that mean? Elements that does not belong to the union of Q and R, and that is equal to 2 and 12. Alright. What are you asked to do? You're asked to determine the members of P. So you must locate or list rather the members of P. Part 2, members of Q, union R, and part 3, which you should know from lesson 2, to find the number of possible subsets which can be formed from Q union R. And last but not least, the value of what? The number of elements in P intersect R. Okay, let's look at what we have done now. First thing you'll do is what? Draw a rectangle, which is a Venn diagram. And guess what? This rectangle represents the what? Universal set. So everything in this rectangle is a part of the what? Yes, the universal set. Okay, and they will draw a what now? Symbol or funny looking E, which is a symbol to suggest that this is the what? Universal set. And what do we write in the universal set? The elements that are in the universal set: 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, and 12. So all these elements are in the universal set. Okay, now the information that you are given is that what? The universal set is made up of 3 different sets, and they are P, Q, and R. Good? Now we're going to use the circles now to represent what? A subset of the universal set. So how many subsets should we have? 1, 2, and then 3. Very good. Now, what other information were you given? Or were we given rather? We were given the fact that So we're going to name this set what? Q, and how many elements it have? 2. Yes, the information said that it had what? Each set has 2 elements. So what I'm saying, you want to draw pictures. Is it making sense to you now? Yes. So you draw pictures to represent what you have read, or to represent the information which was what? Given to you. And then what now? We have set R. Alright, well, a little secret. Not ready to bust it out yet. So here we have 2 sets. And what were you told? Alright, guess what? You were told what? That the union of Q and R. So given that the union of Q and R complement. So this is the union of Q and R. Good, but you weren't told the union of Q and R. You were told the union of Q and R what? Complement is equal to what? 2 and 12. So, but this what we're looking at is a union of Q and R. And guess what? We have answered the second part of the question before going to it. So easy? Yes. So we have 6 and 4, 8 and 10 that forms a union of Q and R. But guess what now? The complement. This is what we're given. The complement of Q union R is saying what? The elements that does not belong to what? The set Q and R combined, or the union of Q and R. So if you look, you can clearly see that 2 and 12 does not belong to the union of Q and R, which is a complement. And guess what? Which set is missing? Is it Q? No. Is it R? No. Is what? P. Of course it's P. So therefore, we know the elements for P, which is 2 and 12, or the members of P is 2 and 12. Very good. Okay, let's go over to our script. Now, this was our first answer. So we're saying that the members of P is 2 and 12. And clearly, see, if you draw everything first, you can pick up the answer as easy as that. So they're just 2 and 12. What was the next thing you're asked to find? The union of what? Q and R. And there are 4, 6, 8, and 10. Here it is again. We have obtained the answer before going to the question itself. So 4, 6, 8, and 10. The union of Q and R. What next were you asked to find? You were asked to find the number of what? Subsets that can be possibly formed from the union of Q and R. And this is the formula that we'd use. S is equal to 2 to the power of n. And then guess what? What's the answer? So S is equal to what? 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. How many times did we multiply it? 4. How many elements are in Q union R? 4. So guess what? You put what? The n is changed to what? 4. And hence 2 times 2 times 2 times 4 is 16. So 2 2s 4, 2 4s 8, and 2 8s 16. Very good.
Okay, just in case you did not understand what you were saying before, now the first thing I would do if I were you, I would draw the Venn diagram. Once I see the symbol here, I know it's a universal set. Now the Venn diagram itself represents the what? Universal set. So we can put anything in the universal set. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and what? 12. Now this is what is in the universal set. And the universal set meaning what? A set containing all the what? Elements. Now it says the sets P, Q, and R each contain 2 members. Good? Now you have 3 sets. P, Q, and R. So what we're saying then is that each of these sets is a subset of the universal set. Subset mean what? Every member of P belongs to the universal set. Every member of set Q belongs to the universal set. Every member of R belongs to the universal set. So let's draw a circle around. You know I'm going to draw a circle around it to represent the what? Subset. You can draw in the shape. You can draw in a rectangle. You draw a triangle. What is traditionally used is a what? Circle. Now we can put circles around representing what? 3 different sets. Now, and note too, the data, or the question you'd call it, told us that each set has what? 2 members. So this set has 1, 2 members. This set has 1, 2 members. This set also has 1, 2 members. Now, what's the next thing that we do now? Let's go to the other question. Now it says P union Q union R. So they put the members of P and Q and R together to get what the what? Universal set. Alright, so it should be the funny E. Very good. Now, so this P is not supposed to be, it's supposed to draw what the funny E. Now, so when we put everything together here, it will give us what the universal set. Is that clear to you? Okay, good. Now, the other information given, notice what we are doing, right? Using the information given to us and breaking it down by drawing pictures of what we are reading. Good? So the next part of it, they say given that, in brackets, Q union R complement is equal to 2 and what? 12. Let's look at this. Union mean what? The elements of Q and the elements of R come together. This little stroke here represents complement. So it's telling us that when these 2 sets combine together, these 2 elements are not a part of Q and R combined. So therefore then, we are saying to you that obviously if there are 3 sets and these 2 when combined doesn't have these 2 members, and the next fact that each element should have 2 sets in it, then automatically we can then answer the first question, which says the members of P. So we have to determine the members of P. So therefore, if this would automatically be what? So the 2 and the 12 would be what? P. So we could redraw our Venn diagram. Let's redraw the Venn diagram. So notice I was not drawing it accordingly. So since we identified P already, we could put P right here, and that is 2 and that's what? 12. And then whatever Q is, could be any of the other 2, 6 and 8, and R could also be 10 and 4. But what we want is what? P. So members of P is equal to 2 and 12. Alright, so that's very good. Now the next thing says members of what? Q union R. Now if you put Q, so we're looking for Q union R. Now we're going to put them together. Look for what is in Q and look for what is in R. Obviously it must be the other 4 elements. So we can list them in order if you wish. Remember to always put your braces and comma. So 4, 6, 8 and 10. Very easy, don't it? Now, the next part of your question says the number of possible subsets which can be formed from